Hi everyone, I thought I'd do another update to just keep you posted on what's going on from the UK side of things. So, as you know from the last vlog that I did, the house has sold and we're still going through the legal process of that. It is a bit nerve-wracking, I'll be honest, because it's exciting that it's sold, but you have to get through a number of stages before you can actually relax into that. So we're still in that process now, and fingers crossed, we should be at a stage where we will have exchanged legal contracts. I think once we've done that, I will feel more motivated to do more packing because I'll be honest, I have not done a thing. I might have packed away maybe one or two kitchen appliances that I don't use often, but I haven't really done a lot, and there is a lot more to do. In fact, this video is spurring me on. I might go and pack away my slow cooker and my George Foreman grill that I haven't used for like years. So that is currently ongoing. We are now starting to think about the build, the house. So if you've been following the build updates, you'll know that the house is nearly finished. We've done most of the major works and the house is actually in a livable condition now. So we're now starting to think about how we're furnishing it and what's going to be comfortable for us. Obviously, we are shipping our items from the UK, so there is going to be a bit of a time lag potentially for when we arrive and when our items arrive. So we decided that it would make more sense for us to order and buy beds from Ghana so that at least as a bare minimum, we've got somewhere to sleep once we arrive and whilst we're waiting for the rest of our items to come. So I think we're going to go with ash foam for our beds and mattresses. We've seen their selection online and we have been into one of their shops before and were quite impressed with the level of comfort. So we're going to buy our beds from ash foam, so at least they'll be sorted. Then the next set of items that we'll need are our kitchen appliances, because as you've seen in the kitchen build, all the cabinets are up and everything's looking great, but we don't have the main appliances that we're going to need. So we initially thought that we would buy our kitchen appliances from Ghana, but when we did a bit of price comparison, we realised that it made more sense to just buy the kitchen appliances from the UK and ship it with the rest of our items. So we've sorted out what we're going to do with regards to the kitchen appliances. The next thing that we need to think about are our sofas. At the moment, we've got a three-seater and a two-seater in our living room and a two-seater sofa in our sitting room. Now, we've got much bigger spaces in Ghana that can hold a lot more seating. So we do need additional sofas. And again, we thought that we could maybe utilize Ghana for that and have a look around. I know that there are a lot of shops. I think one called Orca. I think one's called Orca. I know that there are I know Ash Foam sells sofas again. And I know that there are other places because people have done YouTube videos on the various furniture stores. So I thought that I'd be okay to just find something out there. So I put a message into a WhatsApp group to see what people thought about whether or not I should ship a sofa from the UK or to buy a sofa from Ghana. And pretty much everybody said if you can ship your sofa from the UK, ship it from the UK. One of the things that I did think about was the ability to test the comfort of the sofa. And buying a sofa from the UK means that we can actually sit on it, we get a feel for it to make sure that it's comfortable and suits our needs really. So I thought I'd have a look around one of the furniture showrooms that I've got in my local area to just see what they've got. A lot of the sofas were lovely and comfortable, but too low in a lot of cases. And we've had low sofas before, and they're really become a pain to get up and out of them. It's great once you sink yourself in and you can lie down and they're nice and deep, but to stand up again is a pain. And, we're all getting older and those knees ain't what they used to be. So I needed something that was going to be a little bit higher. So the sofa that I've currently got in the sitting room has got legs, and the height of it does work. It is still a little bit low, but it's okay. And I do still really like the style of it, and obviously it matches with my dining table. So I thought, you know what, let me just have a little look on eBay to see if anybody is selling that sofa. And luck would have it, somebody was selling a three-seater and a cuddle chair, like a big recliner in that range. They're ex-display sofas, so they will have been in the showroom. People would have been sat on them, but they're no longer used for display anymore. So I felt like what they were offering for it, I think, what did she charge? £583 for the three-seater and the cuddle recliner, which is a really good price, considering the sofas full price are a lot more than that each. So I decided that I was going to buy those. So hopefully when they get delivered, we'll have that to complete the sitting room in the Ghana house. I want to arrange the sofas in a way that it promotes conversation rather than the sofas just pointing at the TV and everyone's just watching. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how everything looks once we get there, I guess. So we do still need to find a sofa, an additional sofa for the living room, because we don't think that that's going to be enough seats. So we'll have a look and see what we can find. Obviously, it is all dependent on the space that we're going to have in the container. And that's going to be another deciding factor that we need to consider. Another area that we have been thinking about is the lounge area upstairs. Now, this is something very different to what I'm used to in the UK. Our hallways upstairs tend to be quite small and they just function to allow you to go from one room to the other. Whereas I've noticed in Ghana that a lot of people tend to have an additional reception space upstairs. And we thought that this would work really well for our girls. So I do want to have a sofa there and we'll have a TV on the wall. I think I've shown you what my ideas are for this space in another video, in one of the build update videos. If I can figure out which one it is, I'll put a picture of it in here somewhere. So I'll be on the lookout for something that can go in that space as well. We're also going to have our office space to furnish. At the minute, we have got some desks that we think would work in there, so we'll just see how everything fits, really. We're really excited. We're thinking about all the other little finishing touches on a smaller scale, like bed linen and blinds for the windows and rugs and things like that, just to make the house feel cozy and homely. I guess because we're moving with the girls, I just want it to feel like home as quickly as possible, if you know what I mean. I don't want us to be living amongst too many boxes and too much disorganization. I just would prefer it to be homely, so we'll see. So that's it. That's where we're up to on this end of things. Hopefully everything will progress nicely. I'll let you know how we get on with our purchases. And yeah, I'll see you next time.